What up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Attacks Clicker Heroes. Rar. Hey there. What it do, baby boo? Last episode we talked about Broiling the Oven, Fire Mage. If you haven't watched that episode, I highly recommend it because holy shit, is that a great story to just tell to your kids and your kids' kids of how Broiling the Oven just kicked effing ass all day, every day across town, all the time. He's the best around, and nothing's gonna ever get him down. I'll tell you that much. Otherwise, right today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about Sir George II, the King's Guard. Already, you can see he's been double gilded right there. So this isn't actually his real clothes. This is his like gilded clothes. This is his hero form, I like to call it, because it's like, you know, regular, and then like super badass. This is his hero form. It's basically like in Game of Thrones, when like people are just walking around, there's the regular knights, but then they're upgraded basically, in my opinion, when they get like cool armor, like a helmet. That's awesome. Like the Hound has got that Hound helmet. That's an upgrade. That's a level up right there. That's a guild, in my opinion. So we'll talk about Sir George II, the King's Guard, and talk about where he fits in with the lore and the canon here. Real quick though, here's a big sage shroom. Obviously, we're not going to like get in dent here, but I just wanted to double make sure. Just wait until 15 seconds, and honestly, I don't even think we're going to get to 15 seconds. Yeah, we got to like 4/5, I think, of his total HP. Anyways, let's talk about Sir George II of the King's Guard. Boom. He left the service of his king, Midas, when he heard the news of your efforts. Oh, hold on, I need to click this. Sorry. He did not say why he left, and in his silence, you can sense something amiss. His cunning and expertise in battle can provide valuable DPS to mobs. Yes, so now that we have like 20 or so adventurers adventuring with us, it's super important that we have someone of the King's Guard here, because now we have basically like a commander to command them, as opposed to each person like fighting his own fucking battles and shit. And that's, you know, we have a strategist who's trained to be a strategist because he's like part of the nobility and like a monarchy or whatnot, whereas everyone else here is just like a warrior. They don't know how to like flank or like how to fucking catch the enemy by surprise or take advantage of like what's it called, ground terrain, and like having the upper hand when you're higher up on a hill or whatnot. You know, different battle tactics. If you never read Sun Tzu's Art of War, you won't know none about this. But there is tactics to battle that doesn't have to do with just being badass. So this is where Sir George II comes in. Also, Sir George II, obviously, either his dad or his granddad or like one of his ancestors was actually Sir George, the regular ass Sir George. And I think that's from like Knights of the Round Table, back when what's his face was doing the stuff in what's his time. Anyways, so now you know it's like medieval times, but a little bit past medieval times, honestly. You know, because they got a dude with a jetpack here. It's like, it might be like somewhat steampunk, but like medieval dudes still be hanging around sometimes. There you go. Then monarchies obviously still exist. Monarchies still exist in the current day and age, honestly. So it's not far-fetched to have Boba Fett and fucking Sir Nottingham like acquiring the same fucking space. Regardless, let's upgrade this dude all the way up to level 10 and see what his first upgrade is. Boom! Abandoned Regret. What? How does this help his DPS increase by 100%? Fuck if I know. But let's read about it though. Though he swore to uphold his vows to protect his king, the guard must move on with his life. It will take some effort, he says. And apparently 4.5 trillion gold. So I'll do that for you, buddy. There you go. I got it. Don't worry. I got that. So already, oh man. Once again, like Bobby started off with the feels. Then they were like, no, fuck that shit. We're gonna be super badass. And then once again, back to the feels, man. back to the feels, and the feels are nice. There's some nice ass feels, dog. Honestly, like some people like hate when a game is like overly preachy, quote unquote, or like has too many like cutscenes or like too much like emotion. Like they're just like, let me just fucking shoot shit. I don't need to know that a buddy blue died. I don't fucking care about that. I just need to shoot things. Well, that's not how I see things. I see them as like, if a game can make me feel something emotionally about fucking virtual shit, especially shit that I can't even like this dude doesn't even walk or talk or nothing. It's just a picture. This is like a PDF picture. I can pull this up on Google right now, but I'm feeling emotions about it. That's how you know it's a good fucking game. Any Hoozle. Let's get his next upgrade, offensive strategy. Here we go. This is the good shit right here. Another 100% DPS. I no longer protect my king. He has lost his way, and I am in your service now. He's willing to learn new fighting strategies. Oh shit! So not only is the king's guard like what's it called? He's offering his battle strategies to us. He's also offering to learn new strategies to utilize the many different talents that we have going on over here. So I'll definitely pay 11 trillion gold to do that. Yeah, definitely. That seems worth it to me, buddy. Alright, next up, let's hope it's not as depressing. Combat strategy. Okay. You'd think this would be before offensive strategies, but who knows. Anyways, it is a book. Now, so maybe there's more knowledge in it as opposed to just a piece of paper. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So, it's a book about combat strategy, increases DPS by another 100%. As of late, the mood of Sir George II has improved significantly. This upgrade provides a massive improvement to George's DPS. Oh, thank you. Alright, so he feels... I don't know what he feels, honestly. He must feel a little bit, what's it called? Happy to be doing what he used to be doing. And it's like commanding troops to defeat a common enemy. Whereas I believe maybe, who knows, King Midas, all he wanted was what, gold? You know, we did decide to get all these golden expansions because they do give us more gold drops. So maybe Sir George II was getting tired of that shit. He was like, no man, that shit don't matter in the afterlife. It's much better to do something that's worthwhile. And do something worthwhile, just kill ice slimes. There you go. That's Sir George II for you. Next up, we have Burning Blade. I have no idea why the Duchess of Blades doesn't have a Burning Blade, but who knows? Maybe it's for practicality. Maybe it's so that her other blades don't start burning too, and then she's like, well, if they're all burning, how am I supposed to kill a fire enemy? You know? Maybe she's just trying to switch it up, like, without having to fucking immolate her steel, but Sir George II don't give two shits. This might not even be, like, an offensive item. This might be just something he, like, holds up into the air just to show, like, the enemy who's fucking boss. Straight up. And I would totally agree with that. Just, like, you don't need to fight with a burning sword. You just gotta have a burning sword and your enemy will shit his pants. So, let's read about it then. Lindy Oven. Oh, there's a little companionship going on here. Lindy Oven can enchant Sir George's weapon with fire. Once again, like I said, doesn't need to be offensive. Yes, it increases DPS by 150%, but that's because the enemy is so, like, shitting his pants that it lowers their, like, HP by 150%, maybe. I don't know, man. Anyhoozle. Next up, we got King's Pardon. It looks like a scroll here, which maybe it's not a monarchy here, even though King George and King Midas are, like, both in medieval times. Lore, maybe. Once again, this is like a feudal Japan or something like that, because there is a scroll over here instead of like a parchment, as it would be. But let's read about this one. Hold on. Put the budgie over here. There you go. King's Pardon increases click damage by 0.5% of total DPS. It's very useful again for increased click damage combos. because for some reason when you get like later on into like these upgrades and stuff, your click damage basically stays the same unless you start getting these, and then like this will help ramp it up. So it's a good upgrade. Also, it does signify like most of the time the end of upgrades for certain characters. So it's a great placeholder for that. That way you're like, oh, I guess I'll just keep King George at level 75 now and just work on Abaddon or Maju or something like that. Anyways, the pardon, yes. Even though he lost his way, my king was still mine to protect, and I felt much regret leaving his side. His pardon has lifted a great weight off my shoulders. Oh, this is why he was happy the other day when his mood improved significantly. It's because he got this pardon from King Midas. That's so nice. I guess he just didn't show it to us until today because you need 3,600 trillion gold. That's 3.6 quadrillion gold to read it, I guess. So you know what? There you go. There you go. It's all you. That's Sir George II for it. Let's do a quick recap. Sir George II, son of Sir George of the Knights of the Round Table, of the King's Guard of King Midas, over here, my friend. He's a man of duty. He's a man of discipline. He's a man of honor, just like his father before him. He's always looking to his father's legacy to see what he should do in his life. But obviously, the king he was protecting, King Midas, has lost his way. He's become obsessed with gold for some reason. So he left his side to join our cause, a worthy cause, ridding this world of all the fucking sealed elementals and fat bats that plague it. Jesus, there's a lot of these orange buddies coming out here. Anyways, at first, he had regret. It looks like he wrote this note to the king after he had left, or while he was leaving, to explain his position and why he did what he did. Next up, he offers us offensive and combat strategies they learned basically when he got here. It's new innovative strategies using our team specifically and their strengths, which, you know, any good commander would do. Next up, he decided this team here needs a symbol, and I shall be its symbol. The burning blade that I rise into the air at this moment will strike fear in the heart of our enemy. And fear is the what wins battles. Not strength, but fear. And then after that, he decides to tell us about the king's pardon they received 2 days prior, saying that that it's okay that he ran away. You know, the king understands, and this lifts Sir George II's heart up to the sky, causing us to click way harder on our enemies. All in all, a great hero. One of my faves to lore about, to canon about. And yeah, I'm glad we have him now. Because he's gilded and he does a lot of damage for us. Except not right now, because all the damage is coming from these two motherfuckers right here. 59 and 40%? It's weird how this guy's more than this. Hey, Oozle. That's the episode, I think. Yeah, we're 13 or 14 minutes in, but I guess that's gonna be it. I was gonna wait until these things come off, but yeah, that's probably not gonna be for a while. So, real quick, let's just check. Yeah, no, Alex. That sucks. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series so far. I know I am. And next time, we're gonna talk about the king who started that journey in the first place, King Midas. And we'll talk more about his character next time. Peace out.